Hi, can you please tell us your name
My name is David Rojas.
and what do you do?
I'm a doorman for Douglas Elliman.
How about handball?
I love it. It's a huge part of my life. I've been playing since 15 years old, competitively in tournaments. And, it's incredible. It's had me the ability to go around the world. I've been to a few different countries, represented the United States. I played a little bit in school. I've been able to give back and teach a few people some tricks and knowledge that I've learned throughout the years. So it's a huge part of my life.
The second one you said it was the ability for you to change a power shot to a drop shot? Or
Yes,
something?
yes.
How do you do that?
Well, a lot of players, they tend to, instead of hit like a defensive lob, they tend to put a lot of pace behind the ball. So it works out for me because those kind of players I'm aware of. And so I try to keep it out of their power zone. And so when they do get behind the ball and hit it with a lot of power, because I'm in front, they're like 30-something feet in the back, hitting it with all their might right at me, or maybe just a footstep away. So what I do is I'll take that little footstep and I'll place my hand right in front of the ball to hit a tap shot. Now they have to run 30-something feet and sometimes even have to run around me to get to the touch shot that I hit and then hit a winner. So it's very tough to compete against somebody that's like that.
How you developed this shot? How long it took you to develop this shot?
It's like anything else. There's always a lot of practice, and because I used to play with a faster ball, my timing was very good when I went straight into blue ball, because the blue ball is a lot slower. So on top of it, that it dies out a lot easier also.
Can we talk about juniors, including Rojas Jr.?
Oh, my son plays, and I'm very fortunate to say that he just recently won his first tournament. So I'm very proud of him, and he's got a big plus on his shoulder because he's born ambidextrous. So he can serve with both hands, he can hit the ball from high and low, both hands, and he's very lanky. He's very lanky, so he's quick on his feet, so he's got a lot of pluses. So I'm looking forward to see his career blossom.
I learned from my father. We were at West 4th one day and he just threw me a ball. And I remember West 4th Village Courts, just in the middle court, hitting the ball with my right, trying with my left, completely missing the ball. Needed some practice at that time.
Tell us more about your father, please.
My dad grew up a little bit strong. He taught you how to be strong, how to get through everything, work through it. He taught me to train hard in everything that I do.
Any secrets? I mean, not any. I'm pretty sure he told you many, but any secrets that you could share us? Like, this is for professional, not just for amateurs. Like, technical stuff.
Well, on the game?
Yes, sir.
From what he's told me, I put in my own words that the court is like a chessboard. There's always an open square. There's an empty spot. There's a weakness. If you have a piece defending certain squares, you don't want to go into those squares. You don't want to put the ball there. You want to put the ball where the squares are empty.
And in doubles games, or is all the same?
In every game you play, singles, doubles, you're gonna always find a spot. You're always gonna find a weakness. You're always gonna try to protect your own weaknesses.
What would you say to the next generation, to the new coming up? What do you think he needs?
There's nothing better than, I'm sure everybody here is practice. But it's what it is you got to get yourself in stronger games and understand that it's all muscle memory. And so if you keep doing something repetitively, it becomes natural to you. And that's usually when you know that you're playing your best ball. And and that you reach there when you are not sitting there thinking, oh, the ball's coming to me, I should do this, that, this. When you start playing and it automatically happens, that's when you know you've reached a higher level.
You play singles and doubles. Can you please tell us the strategies? What goes in your head when you play singles and when you play doubles? Please take your time on that. As a player, when you play singles and doubles, like what is your strategy? Like how do you think about the game? Like what tips you have?
Well, like any singles, I think that everyone should develop some type of serve. It's not as common in this generation, but a serve is the only time in the game that you 100% have control of the court. You can serve however you want to create a return that's not very good so that you can be in control of the court. Now, when you give that up, that really changes the dynamics of the game. Now you're making the game more easier. You know, because if you're gonna just go and underhand serve or slow, hit like a little lob serve, it's not really effective to get you a setup for the next game. Now, if you develop a serve that you're angling the guy off the court and the guy has to move to hit a shot on the run, now the dynamics are different. There's not a lot of people that are very good on hitting shots on the run. That's why you don't really see as many top doubles players playing top singles. In doubles, you don't run as much. In doubles, it's a lot of thinking and a lot of chemistry if you want to get to the next level.
Hi, can you please tell us your name and what do you do?
My name is David Rojas. I like playing handball. I also like to work on bikes and do different hobbies, even learning and stuff like that, and new things.
Congrats on your handball tournament. You won the first one.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us about that tournament?
It was a Zariga B tournament indoors in the Bronx. Zariga indoor handball court.
You play singles or doubles?
I like playing doubles. Singles for me is more of a one-on-one fight. It's like when I want to just beat a certain person. Doubles I like more. It's more team aspect. I get more into it. Other people having fun as well.
Who you have chemistry with in doubles?
I've been extremely fortunate to have some really great partners. My first and foremost, by far, is Tony Roberts. I've achieved, just amazing goals with him. I've been inducted into the Hall of Fame with him, and I couldn't even begin to tell you how many titles we've won. A lot of great memories, as well as with rookie John Wright. I've had some amazing wins also too with Herman Mendez. All of them are they're phenomenal players, and what's great about them is that they all have their own style. And so part of being a great partnership is understanding what their strengths are and understanding if the ball comes at this level, don't stick my hand in it to take it because that's his strength. And so when you have chemistry like that, it makes the game so much more easier, than to be fighting for the minnow or to know that I'm not going to make a reckless shot and shoot for rollers from behind the opponent, that I'm going to lob or I'm going to hit a little hook just to throw it off balance so we can come in and take over the front court. Things like that it's really the difference from playing chess and checkers, to be a top player in doubles.
About your hobby, please tell about your motorcycle.
My motorcycle, yeah. I like working on my bike. I do my own work. Just recently, I did a pretty big job that a lot of people are kind of scared to do. I had to open up the engine of the bike, so I had to take out the engine, open it up. I was sideswiped by a car and it ended up cracking. So I like mechanic stuff. I've worked on bikes, I build skateboards, scooters, anything that's mechanical. I like to mess with it a little bit.
What kind of bike you have?
right now. It's a 2003 Honda CBR 600RR.
What kind of engine is that? Like how many horsepower?
That's a 4-cylinder 600cc. Yeah, but right now it just needs some work. Gotta get back on the road. I like to use it to go to different places when I want to play handball other than West Fifth.
What do you like about riding a motorcycle on the road, being on the road?
I kind of feel free on my bike. Also, we're in the city. It's kind of easier to get around. In a car, the amount of movement I do per day just wouldn't get around the city. It would take me hours.
What can you tell us about West Fifth, the course behind you?
West Fifth. I've been coming here. I'm 29 years old right now. I've been coming here since I was about 14, 15, by myself. My father used to bring me here when I was a baby. I've always known it to have a lot of people here. There's always been there's a bunch of courts. There's like 12 courts here, which is a pretty big park in the city. It's like a family here, everyone has their vibe. They have things they like and dislike. You just play ball together, and everyone has a great time. You get into in the name of sport,
What do you think about pickleball in handball courts?
I don't play pickleball. I haven't played pickleball. I know a lot of people that do play pickleball. But I have heard that they are taking over the pickleball courts at Central Park and other places. Me personally, every time recently I've went to Central Park to go there, the courts are full of the pickleball courts. We probably have maybe 2 or 3 courts that are open, but for the amount of people that are trying to go to those courts, they're kind of taking over the court. They're not supposed to be able to do that. But as for me, it doesn't affect me, but there is a lot of people affected by it. They just have to come to a conclusion. I don't really have my own want with that.
Good. If you think of something, then we'll come back.
Yes, Dave. I want to ask you more about the still in game. Like, how about dives? I wanna ask you about dives.
Diving?
Yes.
I am definitely not that guy. I don't. Diving to me is for myself. I can speak for myself. It's something that has only come over me impulsively. If I have to think about it, I'm not going to do it. If it's 20 up and the blood is pumping, you best believe I'll end up on the ground. But if I have to think about it, I won't be there.
What would you add this to this interview? What would you tell us? What would you add to this interview? Unrelated.
Unrelated?
Yes.
Take your opportunities in school. And the reason that I say that is because there's so many opportunities now to take the sport to the next level and help you get to college. And when I was coming up, we didn't have this opportunity. And so now if you follow and you work with some of the groups like the USHA, Inner City Handball Organization, they'll direct you and help you and mentor you in the same way that they've done to many kids before that have earned scholarships for kids that, other than that, wouldn't have the ability, that come from tough family environments that unfortunately financially they can't afford to get to different schools, and finally you can have your passion take you to the next level in life.
How about the state of the sport of handball? Like, where do you want to see handball go, and what do you like about it now?
I would like to see the players able to keep a little bit more professional. There have been a couple times I've heard of where there's been sponsorships from big companies and the players basically ruined it, and it could be a big thing if the thing goes worldwide. You guys could be making a lot of money. The same way a bunch of other sports athletes do. I would love to see it go there. You know? Right now it's not there exactly, but I do like what a couple of the promoters got going on. They try to keep tournaments going. They keep people coming around. You know, it's also competitive. Like seeing who's the best teams, who's the best guy. You know, they got their little side things going on. You know, who they think's gonna win, who they think's not gonna win. You know, it's exciting. It's just like any other sport. But I would like to see it go mainstream. You know.
Let's talk more about sponsorship. Like, what do you think we could sponsor in the sport? Like clothing, I don't know, t-shirts, I don't know. What do you think we could do to bring sponsorship into the sport, or as players?
Like I said about the promoters too, there's a lot of people that are still trying. They're not giving up on trying to bring the game of handball out. Like I said, I do really respect what they're going on. A lot of them do go through a lot of BS, as you say. But, you know, they're hanging strong, and they're like I said, they're keeping up the tournaments. You know, they're keeping the people around. So, not much.
How about the way the tournaments are done? What can be improved, do you think?
There is a lot of leniency based on, you know, there are things that happen in the city and stuff, and also your game might have not been put on, so you still have time to enter. I think they should just have better refs, whoever, like they have it, the winner refs, which is pretty good because then you have a ref. That's it. Besides having refs and doing things officially, I don't see much. Unless it's an out-of-the-hat tournament, then you don't have all that. Still, you can work in your own little community to hold yourselves little tournaments, little prizes, you know. Make your own little out-the-hat tournaments at your parks, with your park people.
Being the son of Dave Rojas, is it a pressure for you in the sport or in tournaments?
I have gotten that before, but I don't take it too personal. I love my father, and I love the fact that he is who he is in the sport, and I love that he enjoyed his era and that he taught me how to play. But I'm a good player. I haven't been in so much tournaments. I played in a few. I won that one at Zariga, the B tournament. I mostly play street park, but yeah, that's just.
And what do you think about parents teaching their kids to still stay in the sport, like father teaching their son? And
I think it's good. I mean, you teach your kids how to do stuff, and when they grow up from young doing it, they grow up and get really good at it if they continue throughout their whole life. It's like training for anything. If you focus on that in your lifetime, you'll be great at that. And I don't take as much pressure from being Dave Rojas' son, but you know, I do have a small amount of pressure that he taught me since I was young, and I've still been playing for all these years. So I damn well better be pretty alright after 10 years playing the game. You know, better not be a C player still at least.
Anything else would you like to add for the next generation? For anything would you like to add to this interview?
Like I said, the court is just a board of chess. Just find the open spot, find the weaknesses, and try to take those wins. You know, you have a lot of players out here that are good, that are willing to train. Also, if you want to go that route. But other than that, I respect the promoters that are bringing the game out, and people are seeing it. People are passing by on the street and see these games. So, you know, I think there's a lot of people doing the right things, just like there's a lot of people doing the wrong things, you know. But you gotta have a median, but you gotta try to just do better, you know. Keep the game up, and I would love to see the game go mainstream.
Well, Dave Rojas, thank you very much, and I wish you good luck, a good career. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.